Hello, everybody. Welcome back for the greater good. Yes, this is a Tau episode. Basically, I want to talk about how me personally, I think the crew kind of like fucked up the Tau release this year. It definitely did feel very just off. You know what I mean? Like you GW definitely wasted its potential. It definitely didn't feel right, and I don't think it's like a full thing where I'm like, oh, I'm angry at the crew. I don't like how they look. No, there's a few crew units where I'm like, it's all right. Like I have the Salamander one because I'm a big Salamanders fan. I like them. Uh, am I going to do the conversion? Probably. I know I'm a little late to the party with this one specifically, but I've been thinking about it ever since I started thinking about getting my Tau back to 2,000 points since we've had a shit ton of points reductions, balance updates, and everything. So I'm like, I can maybe balance it again. But then I started looking at the crew infantry and other things like that. I slowly started to realize that GW hasn't really done anything with like more successor things. For example, the Tau have like an entire enclave separate from what they are. It's called the Farsight Enclave, aka Commander Farsight, the guy in Tau that's literally the only guy with the fucking sword, is like the main dude. One second. But unfortunately, for some reason, GW just doesn't want the Fireside Enclave to be an actual thing. I don't know what it is. It is annoying, and I do think the crew kind of just took up its place. Especially since they made it into like their own army anyway. It's like you could have just done a supplement codex and put it in and put the crew as the supplement codex. Especially since like crew players play like that anyway. You might be saying, well, Mr. Deep Sea, why are you like so against crew uh, armies and stuff? Lir- no, it's because the original crew detachment that they have right now doesn't really do a lot. They also have a different detachment that's like crew and Tau combined together. Not very good, especially if you're a competitive like Tau player. It's not good. Like you much rather just either go with the extra damage that's from the Assault Doctrine or fucking extra range for like the 6 inches of range with experimental protocol. In my opinion, there's no point of bringing Kroot unless you specifically have an idea for them. You might be like, oh yeah, for like melee and stuff. No, they're not very good at melee, in my opinion. I get it. It's like, oh, but you have an option. Yeah, when my option gets blown off the board, turn like two. It's like, okay, what the fuck was that a point? You might be like, oh, but that's a skill issue. Yeah, it is kind of a skill issue. But also, at max, I'm pretty sure you can have like 10 or 20. I haven't used them before. Okay, so it's like 20 for the base guys. A little weird. It's alright. I don't think it's like pretty good. For any crew army, every time I see them, most of my interactions with them are nowhere near like competitive or anything. I understand that if you're not competitive playing, this is perfect. It's fine. But in my opinion, they could have just done a supplement codex. One, it would have been extra money in GW's pocket, and two, you basically release a full like basic army list there. Like the crew shaper, the salamander guy that can either be like that or the lone spear. Um, the crew talks riders, the regular crew talks, carnivores, the crew shaper, I believe, and then like two more crew things like the crew hounds, the crew something. So essentially like 7 to 8 like full units. I'm like that's literally enough for our army. I mean Votan was at that level for like ever until recently. So I'm like you could have just released it as a supplement codex. In my opinion, I'm not hating on Kroot. I understand that this video might come off as like, oh, he doesn't like Kroot, he doesn't enjoy what they did. I definitely do think they just kind of wasted a release for them, but I don't hate them. I think they could have just been their own supplement codex, and the Tau could have actually gotten something they needed, or like actual good sub chapter or something. Like the Fire Sign Enclave could be amazing. They could added like I don't know more like Earthcast because we don't have anything to like repair vehicles or anything. So they could have added like a Earthcast engineer, like the engineering squad from like what is it the Krieg box? Like we could have had something like that. That would have been interesting. But definitely just feels like GW's just stupid. And then fucking the price hike right now for the crisis suits is insane. $85 for crisis suits. It's insane. Like 2 years ago when I got into the hobby, literally they were like I think like 65, which is still kind of insane because after tax you're paying about like 72. It's fucking insane, man. Especially since like it's your bread and butter. Like let's be honest, for all my fucking Tau players, that is our bread and butter. Any other faction, people would be complaining and GW probably would have changed it. But fucking since Tau is like one of those like weird like middle ground ones where it's like people like it, people hate it, people meme on it, people don't meme on it, people don't care, and they don't really like show up too often. Like if it was Necrons, like if a box of Necron Warriors was like $80, I guarantee most people would be like, that's horseshit. It's like, yeah, I mean that's literally our bread and butter. You literally just grabbed our bread and butter and was like, no, it's gonna be like 20 more bucks for your bread and butter. It's like, what the fuck? So that's why I want more options, and like other options aren't really good either. It's about like $62 now after the price increase for a broadside, which I mean I have three of them, but again that was back when they were like a little bit cheaper, around like 60-ish. Like it's not crazy for the broadsides, but it's still like their individual package, so like $180 for like three, and that's if you don't buy them secondhand or buy them from like a secondhand seller. In my opinion, GW's doing this on purpose, just to fuck with you. Like, oh, let's see how far these idiots can actually spend their money. It's just kind of like a shitty way to do it, especially if you're like one of the like sub uh, utilized armies like the Tau or fucking Drakari or fucking Leagues of Votann. Like Leagues of Votann are so in my opinion, they needed that range refresh so bad because they were so stuck in like only playing like two or three different ways. How are it's all right. Like you can play like kind of infantry, but if you do, you definitely need crisis suits or like some broadsides or something. Or if you're like me, who enjoys the Gundam portion, which yes, I said it. If you made it this far, yes, they look like Gundam. No fuck, they look like Gundam. That's why I wanted them. They look like Gundam. I want my crisis suits. And then you're telling me I have to pay fucking $85. I know people are gonna be like, well, if you don't want it, why don't you just get it like 3D printed or something? You're right. The 3D printing community has finally started getting into. I mean, a few of them just like literally like 3D scanned them now, which is fucking hilarious. Like GW saying here, like, no, you can't do that. It's like, check this, Fetty man. As I'm just like scanning at their fucking like thing. Granted, a lot of them are like that is copyright infringement, but who the fuck cares? When the employees at GW don't even can't even tell the difference. I'm not joking. I've brought in a 3D printed uh fucking or resin printed towel model before. Can't even tell. Uh, it was one of the bigger ones too. My friend got it for me for Christmas. I think it was like $100 for a resin version of the Storm Surge. I'm like, ooh. I'm like, yeah, they literally couldn't even fucking tell. Because it's one of the fucking weirdest parts about GW. They hate 3D printing, yet they make everything so expensive that even for like new people or people that have been in the hobby for a decent amount, like it's not like I can build an army for like a decent amount anymore. It's a holy shit. This is like an investment. It's like fucking Pokemon cards at this point. In my opinion, the GW definitely does need to, you know, put in the time and effort into actually like just sub factions and other things like that. Like I want to see the Fireside Enclave. If they really want, like Commander Farsight is using a demon weapon, they could just do like demon infested Tau. I mean, technically it doesn't make sense because the Tau don't have enough of a psychic presence in the warp to even be noticed. But it's still something. Like, a guy's using a demon sword. You know how many people in the Imperium are doing the exact same shit? At least four. I know I just put it on five, but at least five people. In my opinion, just GW fumbled the bag with that, with the original release. The Kroot definitely should have just gone and supplement codex and had their own detachments and everything. And the Tau definitely deserves something a little bit better. If you also agree, subscribe. If you made it this far, subscribe. Try and make it 50 by the end of the year. If you fuck with my content, obviously, if you stay this long, uh, subscribe, please.